It was a Tuesday evening, around 7:40 p.m. I stopped by the Kroger on 5th Street to grab nothing more than milk and coffee. The woman in front of me looked to be in her 70s. She stood there quietly, looking at the total on the register. Then, without saying much, she started putting things back. First the eggs, then the bread. She was doing it slowly so the cashier wouldn't have to cancel the whole order. She was only $200 less. The line behind us stayed silent. Nobody offered to help. So I told the cashier, "Go ahead, ring it all back up. I'll pay for it." The woman turned and looked at me like she'd misheard. "You don't even know me, sweetheart," she said. I smiled and told her, "It doesn't matter. Not tonight." She thanked me over and over, took her groceries, and walked out. I figured that was the end of the story. But 3 weeks later, I came back to that same store. When I got to my car, there was an envelope tucked under my windshield wiper. Inside was exactly $200. There was a handwritten note. She explained that she'd saved every dollar by returning bottles and cans. She'd spent 4 different evenings waiting in that parking lot, hoping she'd run into me so she could pay me back. Then came the part I'll never forget. She wrote that her husband had died earlier that spring, and that the moment at the checkout wasn't special because someone paid for her groceries. It was special because for the first time in months, a stranger looked at her like she mattered, not like she was a burden holding up the line. That's when it hit me. I hadn't really given her $200. I'd given her a few seconds of dignity. And sometimes, that's the most valuable thing you can ever give another person. Do like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.